So it's pretty exciting to see my beds being transformed from spring, summer crops to fall. And what I'm planting here, this is where my potatoes were. We just harvested those last night. This is a green arrow shelling pea from Haas Tools. And I planted 4 every 6 inches. So 4 on one side of the trellis and 4 on the other side of the trellis. So that's exciting. I've got probably 2 or 3 foot left to go, and it is absolutely glorious out here today, like 72 degrees. So I've had a hard time finding the time and right temperature and weather conditions to get all my fall crops planted. So I'm going to try to get as much of that done as I can tonight.
We about had a code red Homestead Emergency today. We literally ran out of TPosts. So I don't know what's worse than that. We found some old, no, not that far. We found some old ones that somebody at some point in time before us left behind. They're rusty, they're too short. Some of them are missing the fins and different things that they need to hold them into the ground, but do what we do.
So this is going to be a lot better for these white Dixie butter peas. The ones that were already long, I'm just getting adjusted to the trellis. So I'm going to walk through and do that. So I got Todd in the garden 2 days in a row, guys. How about that? I'm going to turn him into a gardener before you know it. So I'm going to head over though, once I get this done, I'm going to show you the bed that I'm working on, and then I'll take you around real quick and just show you what I've already done. So the last time you guys were out with me planting in the garden, I was planting this bed with my broccoli and, you know, amending all the beds for fall. I think that's what I did that video. And other than the harvest video, you know what I mean. So I'm going to show you down here the broccoli, but on, I don't remember which side's which, one side, and I can already see a, yeah, I see lots of little stars. Spinach on one side and beets on the other side. So let me take you down and see how everything's growing. So I'm going to try not to wiggle the camera too much, but I got 100% germination on my broccoli starts. Every single one of them came up all the way down. And they were spaced 12 inches apart, so that's great. So yep, I'm seeing the very first, can you guys see that? I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up or not. Very first starts of possibly spinach on this side. And I can tell these are beets, I think. Let's see if I can re-spy them. Well, there's, oddly, another broccoli that doesn't belong there. Where did I just see you guys? Oh, ta-da! Little tiny seedling. Geez, I'm not seeing them as much now. Ta-da! So I'm not sure. Of course, it's my compost, so it could be other things growing that I'm getting excited about. But we'll have to watch and see how things are going. But that's got to make you happy. when you see life living abundantly. Oh yeah, here we go. So no, I know what this is because I remember this is Haas crocodile spinach over here because they were pelleted seeds. So I can easily tell. Yay! I don't know if that was pointing on the camera. Yep, can you guys see? Ooh. Focus. Here. Okay. Let me take you now where I am planting, but look at those broccolis one more time. Oh, so exciting. So exciting. Every single square. A broccoli. So this is the bed that I'm working on now. You guys saw this too in one of my recent videos. I transplanted a bunch of beets up here, and some of them definitely had transplant shock, but they're doing okay. So all the beets are moved out of all the beds, and I changed up my plan just so I can have more variety. I planted bok choy in this row. This is red Russian kale going in here. And what else am I growing here? Some tatsoi, some mustard, and maybe some radicchio. So all cooking type greens will go in here. So this will be a saute green bed. How about that? So I was just back there squashing squash bugs. One bug that I don't mind killing. But guys, honestly, I'm about to give up on my Brussels sprouts. I've done everything possible to fight the butterflies and moth caterpillars, but as you can see, I'm beyond lost the fight. And I know that based on last year, I can go up to Blocks, my favorite farmer's market, and harvest them. And I don't need to put up with this. Next year when I invest in row covers, and every single time I talk to you guys about my pest problems, everyone says, Rachel, row covers, row covers. I know that. It's just the money and the investment to put into it. I just need to budget for it. So let me point you right down here though. Do you remember what we did last time you were out here with me? We pulled out that trellis and I planted cucumbers. And as you can see, they are all coming up lovely. So I can probably pretty soon put my trellis back in here. And taking these Brussels sprouts out, it'll just give them some more extra space to grow happily in the sunshine. And I hate to give up on them, honestly, because I'm typically not a quitter. I like to really figure it out. But this is honestly my 4th time trying to grow Brussels sprouts, and it ends this way every year. Starts off beautifully, and with everything else going on in the garden, I just can't keep up with it. So probably next time that you see the garden, these will be gone. I'm just letting you know, fair warning. Now just yesterday, this might look really fresh, I finished out planting all my beets down this row. So this, I hope to be a fantastic beet season. And I kid you not, I started that job on Saturday. It is Tuesday now, and I already see a start. I have to show you. That's why I love planting seeds in the winter. You know, when you plant seeds in the spring and it takes like 21 days to germinate because it's so cold and there's not enough sunlight. I'm not joking. I see starts. So there's one other thing to catch you up on the back, what do we call it? The north wall of the garden. I also planted some more crops. So I just want to catch you guys up with where I am on fall planting, and I'll finish out planting that bed. And then that leaves me with 2 empty beds I need to finish out. So again, I think it's going to be the majority is going to be spinach and beets, but we'll see if I can't get creative and plant something else. Like, I completely forgot I had those arrow peas, so I'm glad I went through my proper seed vault. So let's go take a look at the other bed and let me show you what I did. Okay, so this is just where we were putting up the trellis. Maybe you can see it there with the white Dixie butter peas. And I think you can tell that I came through and amended this bed where the cabbage had been growing. I still have probably 4 heads of cabbage I'm letting try to hang on. But what I did was, there's that rooster. I planted another row of cucumbers. I don't see anything just yet. When did I do this? I did this over the weekend as well. And then I planted spinach starts, and I already see the spinach to be the front row of that. So spinach is already popping out of the ground. You'll just have to believe me, and I will show you when it comes up. Down the middle, I planted, I think I did, honestly I don't remember now. It was either spinach or beets. But down the middle of the row, I planted, I think more beets. I'm almost positive that's what I planted. So that's exciting, you guys. Good job. So I think I'll probably do something similar with my pea row. I love saying that, pea row. I'm from Louisiana when I was little, so I just love the sound of that. I'm gonna line the in front of the peas with my lettuce mix, at least part of it, because I do want to put lettuce mix in one of my beds too to try to overwinter it a little bit. But definitely, I think it's just gonna be pretty. So let me know what you've got planted so far in your fall garden, because we always feed off of each other, and I'm like, oh, that's a great idea, and yeah, I forgot I was gonna do that too. So that brings you guys up full circle with where I am in my crop rotation and fall planting. I'm almost done. This is gonna be a beautiful week to finish it out. We're in like the mid to low 70s all week, so it's not gonna be too overwhelming. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bonus footage for those of you that hung on till the end. Guess what these are? This one looks sad, but this one looks great. I tried something. I tried snipping a sucker off of a tomato plant just to see if it's really true and you can root it. And I stuck it in water and just set it in the garden. Like I had a mason jar out here with water. And waited till just itsy bitsy white roots took hold. Maybe it was like 10 days till I saw those. And then I just plugged them in the ground over the weekend, and this one's super hardy. This one's, I think it's gonna survive. It just needs a little bit more sunlight. It's getting a little shaded out by all the peppers. But that's exciting to know that that's really true and it really works. I've never done it before.